Good morning, good morning, good morning. From the office, I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. I'm in a great mood today. I'm a moody little guy. Well, I may not be little, but I can be quite moody. Emily will tell you that. I know she would if she had the chance. Emily, just will you check my audio, make sure there's no roar in the background? I've been doing some Facebook Live stuff. And the same exact setup. Facebook has a roar on the mic. So if there's anything on the audio I need to address, let me know, Emily. So I'm in a great mood this morning, and I'm going to tell you why. I actually enjoy when I get up and I watch liberals' heads spinning off. I like that. That's one of my favorite things. Now, are you aware there was a major Middle East peace agreement signed yesterday? Well, if you're out there watching ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, all the above, New York Times, Washington Post, any one of them, no, you do not. You are not aware there was a major Middle East peace agreement signed yesterday. I get it. Well, we will talk about all that. Now, we're going to take a different take opening up the show. First of all, why am I in a great mood? Just because. I'm going down tomorrow. Do you have the debate card? 47 days, okay? Do you have the debate card? Tomorrow night, I will be moderating a debate in Pickens County. Now, November 3rd, yes, we're well aware President Trump and Sleepy Joe dementia. I think he has dementia, but all right. Then again, don't get angry at me. I'm not the only one saying it, but Sleepy Joe and Trump will be on the ballot November 3rd. But these two guys here, and what is big about Pickens County Commission chair race, it'll be the first change in that county in the leadership in 16 years. Current commission chair Rob Jones has been in office for 16 years. So a lot of people in Pickens County are wondering, what will be the transition? What will be the leadership? What will the leadership be like? There's people in departments wondering, hey, this is a major change. We've not worked. Most department heads in Pickens County have not worked for anybody else other than Chairman Rob Jones. This is big. So tomorrow night, I get to moderate a debate between the two candidates, Chris Stansel and David Shoust. And you know me, when it comes to a debate, you know, that puts me in a good mood. Just saying, just saying. All right, so if our national audience, please do not tune out. And I say this for a reason, because I'm going to go a different direction. We are going to talk about the major peace agreement in the Middle East. We're going to talk about the town hall in Philadelphia with George Stephanopoulos from ABC last night with the president. There's a lot to go over. We do, because of the storm and the direction, obviously, but no matter what the direction is, our thoughts and prayers with each and every one. Stay safe down there in the Gulf region where Hurricane Sally is coming through. Now, don't leave. If you're out in Colorado, don't leave. This is for everyone. And I'll tell you why. First of all, can you see that? This Fannin County hat, okay? I have the cross swords. So first, my recommendation to you out there is if you have a Fannin County Rebels hat, the high school hat with the cross swords, put it up. I do not know. I'm not starting controversy this morning. This is an opinion show, but I don't know how much longer in the history of this high school cross swords will be on any kind of uniform hat in the future. So get your cross sword hat. If you could tell, this hat is it pristine condition? I mean, look, I don't know, Snow White. Can you see that? I wouldn't let you touch it. If you come here, you say, can I touch that hat? I say, hell no, don't touch my hat. Here's another thing I really like. Look at the back. Can you see what's on the back? That's the flag. So we're going to put this up for a reason, okay? Now, I want to talk about something. COVID-19. First of all, And I'm going to stay home in Fannin County, but this is not just a Fannin County high school issue. It's schools in general. So we are watching a high school where the kids ran out on a football field with a Blue Lives Matter flag and they got suspended. What's going on with our kids? Now, if you're new to the show, this is my American flag, okay? Jason Newman, my good friend, Deputy Sheriff Jason Newman, I want to say it that way, is a good friend of mine. And this is the flag he made for me, the American flag. He has Deputy Sheriff Jason Newman text me this morning, bright and early, because he knows your host gets up. He has my Blue Lives Matter flag, the thin blue. I will be adding that flag hopefully tomorrow, but it is ready, and I can get you one. Wait till you see it. It's going to be amazing. So thank you, Jason. What's going on with our children? Now, I have a lot of respect for several of the top people in many of our school districts in North Georgia. I know many of them. I know several of the superintendent of schools, okay? Good people. Several of the principals I know. I'll look at the camera and tell you, I don't know, don't just say Fannin County, okay? I don't know. I have said this. There's people that will tell you that I've said this to them. How North Georgia, now stay with me on this, because if you're out there anywhere in the country, I am coming to you from the 9th Congressional District, okay, in Georgia this morning. What is the 9th Congressional District? The third most Republican district in the United States of America, okay? Yes. There's one in Kentucky and one in Texas. Number 3, the 9th District of Georgia, the most Republican district in the state of Georgia. Now, the reason I'm setting that up, how in the hell you let these liberal principals and administrators into your schools is beyond me. And I know this is going to be taken wrong, but why, parents, you are not taking back your school system? I'm not advocating a coup. I'm advocating your constitutional right to vote these people out, take over, demand at school meetings that some of these people be removed from being over or educating your children. And the word educating, you got to be careful with that. Now, I know everybody's going to watch the show, and all these people that have PhDs that are in the school system are going to find everywhere where I've used a double negative or, something I say is not grammatically correct. And that's what they will pick out of this. I get it. I understand. I get attacked all the time. But look at your damn paycheck. You send, some of the school systems, you send 71% of $1, you send 72, you send 75, you send 76. Some of you send as much as 75 cents on every dollar, every tax dollar to the school system. Now, I'm not arguing that school systems don't need money to operate. That's not where I'm at. But if you're going to send 75% of your property tax money to the school system, it needs to work for you. They need to answer to you. And I'm getting off the rails a little bit here, but here's my concern, okay? I'm not going to mention names. Let me go back. A lot of these people I really like. But I'm going to look at you. You know who you are out there. You know who you are, okay? You know who you are. We have stood together at the fence line and talked. We've stood together at the sideline and talked. We have sit together. Now everybody's saying, damn, I'm not sitting with him, standing with him, or going to be with him anywhere. I don't want to be seen with him. God knows most people don't want to be seen with me. But anyhow, that being said, and you've said to me, I don't know why we're letting this liberal whatever may be in your school system teach our children. And I think to myself, I don't know, why do you? Now, my opinion is, and for the top level, I don't want this misunderstood because it could be. I'm not advocating anything in a way, let me just say this, okay? This is the opportunity for you, the parents, to take over, make the changes that you wish. And I will tell you, you have people in your school system now at the top levels that will work with you anyway. It's just my feeling. They're good people. I'm going to get past that. Okay? So my understanding is, and when I do this, don't think, and this is nationally, you are doing this. I am getting people call me and canceling meetings. Why are you canceling meetings? They sent my kid home from school today. What for? Quarantine, 14 days, won't tell me nothing. Now, this is not just Fannin County. This is Lumpkin County. I got a phone. I had a meeting in White County one day. I mean, all the time. Oh, I can't be at that event. Why can't you be at the event? They sent our kids home from school. 14 days. They just say somebody in the class may have, or somewhere they were in contact. So your kids are being sent home, and I know what's going to be said about what I know what they're going to say about this, okay? But the kids are being sent home to what I'm calling a 14-day house arrest. Your children out there, they're sent home. You call the school. Okay, now I just want to show you. Now, these pictures, don't say anything about it. I just pulled them really quick, okay? So, number 50, all right? I don't know if this is this year's team or not, so don't get all over me, okay? But number 50. Is that 50? I have two of them. Go to the second one. That's not Emily's fault, folks. That is my responsibility to. Anyhow, this is the high school football team. Quarantined. My understanding, the entire team is quarantined. Now, when we call and we say, is the entire high school football team quarantined? They cannot confirm that or deny. They can't confirm the entire high school football team is quarantined. Can't confirm. But every Friday, your local health department puts a number up of new people quarantined in, I think, the school system every Friday. So if it goes way up, you could just draw an assumption they've all been quarantined. So last week, we dealt with the Fannin County high school football team not playing Gilmer County. So FYN reports, we took a lot of time. We have interviewed, asked questions, because we're not just going to put something on social media. We don't know on our news side of this business. We're not going on social media with things we've heard. So we put several emails into the school, several phone conversations to get as much information on why they canceled the game last Friday night between Fannin County Rebels and Gilmer County. Now, we cannot identify the individual supposedly, okay? Supposedly, we cannot identify the individual on the team or around the team that they were in contact with that caused this game to be canceled, okay? Can't get accurate information. Everything we try to ask, okay, everything we try to ask is we cannot violate the kids' privacy, medical privacy, okay? Let me tell you something. Freedom, okay? I have sat in county commission meetings for years, Board of Education meetings, okay? I have sat in these meetings for years, and I've listened to the noise ordinance, okay? And freedom. So if you have a home and you have private property rights and you want to put your speakers on the front porch and turn them all the way up and play Ted Nugent, Stranglehold, I do that from time to time. But if you want to do that, it's fine. It's your freedom to do that. But if you live 15 feet from the guy over there and you have a zero clearance lot and they're sitting on the front porch and they don't want to hear Stranglehold from Ted Nugent blasted out, then they will go and say you've infringed on their freedom, okay, of enjoyment of their front porch with no noise. I hear it all the time. So if you have a freedom, if you have your privacy protected, which I believe in your privacy being protected, and if the laws protect your medical privacy, when is it that your medical privacy infringes on me, the parent, my freedoms of information to know why my kid's home from school, to know why they're quarantined, to know what happened? This is a touchy situation. I get it. But parents are getting very little, if any, information. Last week, we dealt with what we called a presumed positive. Last week, all the information I was getting is to cancel the football game. We did not have a clear positive COVID test, my understanding. But due to the situation, I won't go into details, we had to consider and presume it positive and treat it that way. And what you do there is you quarantine everybody that has been around the positive test, presumed positive. Last week, I was holding my powder on this, but I know I'm reading articles. If you're in Fannin County, you're not alone, parents. This is in Ohio, Florida. This is all over the country. People are outraged. Parents are going through the roof. Kids want to go to school. Kids want to play sports. Kids want to be in the band. They want to have after school clubs. You have no damn that people are going to say he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, fine. But you have no damn after school clubs for these kids. And if you're like me, no, you better not say that. I don't want to give any kids any. I don't want to tell kids what I used to do. No after-school clubs. Anyhow, so last week we're getting phone calls from parents, and I'm going to tell you, I respect parents have rights. Okay, we're getting phone calls from parents. We're getting phone calls saying that somebody had spoke to the father of the child. I'm going to leave it there, okay? We're getting phone calls saying that this is a negative. The game is off. The game is on. Now it's back off or whatever it may be. All right, fine. But it's not about football, folks. That's a big deal. But the football team, my understanding, doesn't go back to school until tomorrow, Thursday. And they've missed a full week of practice. I said last year when they canceled baseball and all the spring sports, I said when it got to high school football, this is where the line would get drawn. Parents would draw the line here. So now I get a phone call last night. Give me number 48. Now, I don't know if this is a current picture or not. I'm just giving you the amount of kids. Okay. The band, number 48. Right? Now, I do not know, so I'm not spreading rumor, okay? And I'm not, this is an opinion show, but I got a phone call from a good source last night. Is there a bad source? Yes. Are they really good sources? Yes. But I got a phone call last night, and we're looking into this, telling me that the Fannin County High School band has been quarantined. Now, this morning I come to you, I don't know, that's not been confirmed. If you know this morning that the entire band for the Fannin County High School has been quarantined, let me know. Are they home for 14 days? Let me know. All right? Let's stay with the band for a minute. If you're new to the show, I did a segment yesterday, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You can find it on our fyntv.com. I did this segment yesterday. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I see the band, okay? And I watch bands, high school bands all across the country at this time. They're working, they're doing fundraisers, okay? They're planning trips. They have entered their videos and whatever resume they have to do with a dozen parades. They get accepted. I mean, it's big time if you get accepted in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but there's Philadelphia. I mean, there's all over the United States, there's awesome Thanksgiving Day parades that these schools work so hard in the band. And when they get that acceptance letter, I don't know 100% how it works, but when they get that acceptance letter, it's so exciting because they walk in to the band room, the director, it says, we have been accepted. They're asking us to be in so-and-so parade. And the cheers go up and the kids are excited and the parents are excited and the fundraisers start and they start knocking on your door wanting to sell pizza, cookie dough, and Snicker bars, whatever the hell. But they're raising money because they're going to get the band in the parade. And then you and I, because I will admit right here on TV, I do watch the parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. There you go. You heard it here. So that morning you get up and you're watching the parade and it says, so-and-so marching band, high school band from Indiana. I don't even know them. And I'd say, wow, what an experience for those kids, a lifelong thing. What are they taking away from your damn children? Why are you giving it to them? So yesterday I did a segment on that. So I understand the band. Now, if they're quarantined for 14 days, 10 days, I don't know, however many, no band practice, they ain't got to worry. They've got no parade to go to. Now, I don't know if this is a current picture. Give me number 49, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. These kids work hard. Now, the football players, they work hard. They bust their ass. I don't care. I know you don't like my language. You know, they bust their ass, these kids do. These kids work hard. The football team, they bust their ass. Now go over to the other number 50. I do not know if this is a current picture. I just got it offline really quick. So don't say, well, that's not the softball team. Maybe it's not. But just look. I want to know, is the Fannin Lady Rebels softball team, are they home quarantined today? Are they? And why? They bust their ass working so hard. All of these kids. They get sent home. They get sent home quarantined. Maybe for good reason. But I want to ask you a question here. And I want this all across the United States of America, no matter where you're at, no matter what local high school, how big, how small. You need to find out who's making the damn decisions. Okay? Because you can criticize me all you want. If you're new to the show and you've not picked up that I support Donald Trump, I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing for supporting my president, damn it. But if you just picked up that I support Donald Trump, hey, can't help it. I do. Very open about it, okay? But I know that a lot of the health department, let me just say this. Find the doctor in your local area. Okay? Let me say this. Find the doctor. Now, I got to also be clear. I love my doctors. I have great doctors. Dr. Vinny Boom Bots. I have great doctors. I love doctors, okay? So this is not a plural statement. Go in your local community and find your liberal doctor that won't shut the hell up, that wants to shut down your schools, wants to shut down your sports programs, and wants to send everybody in fear home, hiding under the bed until November 4th after the election, and tell that doctor to shut the hell up. It's not their kid. If you have a doctor in your community that's running all your damn kids, go to your Board of Education and say, tell that doctor to shut the hell up. Find somebody else. Now, I know I may get attacked for that, okay? I'm just saying. No names. If you have somebody at your local health department. Now, I think there's a lot of good things that take place at your local health department. So this is not a shot or a direct attack of a local health department. But if you have some liberal doctor in your health department that your school is picking up the phone, whoever's in charge, every school right now in America's system has one person designated to handle the COVID-19 response team. I mean, they got a full response team, okay? Find out that person is picking up the phone, calling the health department. If that person is calling the health department and you've got a liberal doctor over there that's waiting for November 4th, let's guess what that is. It's the day after Election Day. Just my opinion, because that's what this is, my show, my opinion. But if you have somebody over there, tell them to shut the hell up. Tell them to find you somebody else. Because there's a lot of science. I get so damn tired of following the science. There's a lot of science, okay? A lot of science. And there's a lot of articles published that say, let our kids go to school because the alternative harm that we're causing to our children is enormous, folks, to their education, physically, mentally. Yes, exactly. And I'm going to tell you this. I have a segment last Friday, and you can find it on Ask the Doc every Friday. I don't care. I'm going to do it public because they're on the damn show. Every Friday, I do a segment called Ask the Doc with Dr. Raymond Tidman and Dr. William Whaley. Last week, we covered this football game. And you should go watch what Dr. William Whaley said when I explained the situation of the football game, what his response was. And you should watch some of those segments to see what Dr. Raymond Tidman's response is. So let me end by saying this. If you are a parent and you're calling the school system, this is not an attack on the school system because they are in the middle of medical privacy. And you call the school system and say, my son or daughter's been sent home quarantined for 14 days or whatever. Can you give me more information? And all you are getting is we can't due to medical privacy. Then keep this in mind. If you can't go to work today because your child's been quarantined, okay? If your child's home for 14 days, all right? Child's home for 14 days, cannot have any interaction with friends, students, and has to be home for 14 days. You don't get any information whatsoever, and it alters your life. Don't you think your rights are being as violated as the person's right to their privacy and what it affects? Let me end this by saying I could go on and on. I don't even know what the hell I said. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Okay? But I am going to tell you this. Don't go attacking all the people in the school system. Okay? You got a lot of good people in your school systems out there. But let me say this, if the word advise is appropriate at this time. I advise you to go figure out, okay, the people that need to stay in your school system, whether they be teachers. I love teachers, damn it. Don't start that. He's against teachers, S-H-I asterisk. Don't start that. I love teachers. But you need to find out which teachers, which administrators, whether it be guidance counselors, whether it be vice principals, principals, you know, any kind of administration. You need to go over to the Board of Education and look at who you've elected. And you need to look at your superintendent, your assistant superintendent, all the people in the administration office. And you need to keep the good ones because you have good ones. You do. You have good people in every area. But it may be time now to sort out. May be time just to cull through the rotten fruit and make some changes. I'm your host, BKP. I probably need to take a break. I'll be back right after this. We're going to talk about a historic not the media, but I will, a historic peace agreement in the Middle East. Who would have thought it? Take us a break.